What's up, gang? So today we are going to learn how to build the foundation of a strong core. What's a strong core? A strong core is a stable core. That simply means your body holds itself upright. We just got through dealing with icy weather. When you go outside, you slip on icy conditions. Your body corrects itself to pull itself back up, so keep you from falling all the way over. Um, your core protects that low back. It protects your posture. Many different things of many different dynamics of the core, but we want to simply just talk about building a strong core. What's a strong core? How do you build a strong core? Immediately when people think core, they automatically go to doing crunches, sit-ups, leg raises, all those things. Those are core strengthening exercises. There is a difference. All right, we want to stabilize the core first, make sure we have everything in proper position, proper foundation. And then from that point, we can get into strengthening and building on the stable foundation that we have. All right, so we're going to get right into it. Number one exercise everybody should be doing and never get away from is a traditional plank. All right, now I'm going to be showing you from a modified version. Obviously, as you get good at this, you can always advance yourself. But I know we have a lot of people who might be starting from the beginning or never really built a strong core. And so I want to make sure that we're doing it properly, right? And so modified version is always going to be elevated. And again, this doesn't mean that you're weak. This doesn't mean that you're not strong or anything of that nature. We just want to make sure we're doing it properly and we learn all the proper alignment and things of that nature. All right. So when you're at home, you can use a countertop. You can use the back of the sofa. You can use anything that's elevated, but something that's nice and sturdy. All right. You don't want to be collapsing during this process. I'm going to be using this small step. It's all I have access to at the moment, and something that was easy that I could show you. But you want to start in that push-up position. All right. If you're doing this for the first time, we're going to start in this push-up position. You can adjust your feet. All right. So the closer your feet are to you or to each other, the easier it or the harder it's going to be. The more you widen your feet out, the more stable you are, the more balanced you are. All right. Now, the most important thing for me is alignment when we're in this static push-up position. We want to make sure all joints are in a line. All right. The triple stack, as I call it. You got your wrist, elbow, shoulder. They should be in a straight line anytime that you're doing anything in this push-up position or even just holding a plank. The next alignment should be of your spine. All right, so I want to connect from my head to my neck all the way down to my buttocks. All right, so as I'm here, what I mean by that, I don't want my head down. I don't want my head up. I want it in a neutral position. Same with my hips. I don't want my hips down and I don't want my hips up. All right, now I will say I would prefer you to have your hips more up than down. Why is that? Because as we fatigue, the first thing that's going to fall is your hips. All right. So if you're in that more elevated position with your hips, and it's not sticking your butt all the way in the air, but you'll know the difference in getting to a level plank and just rising your hips just a little bit. So again, that when you start to fatigue, your hips, when they drop into that neutral position rather than dropping below neutral, which places a lot of stress on your low back. All right, so that is first and foremost. All right, so again, if you're just starting out, or even if you've been doing this and you want to do it the proper way, we just start simply in this static push-up position, just holding yourself there. I don't want to lock my arms all the way out, just a slight bend. And then, like I said, from here, everything is holding in that position. And I want to make sure I'm continuously breathing as I'm going through that process. So just as I would with any type of movement. If I was moving weight or moving my body up and down, anything of that nature, I want to think about taking that breath in, releasing out slow as I'm holding that plank position. And then obviously as you advance, you can drop down to the elbows. All right. Anything else, I can show you some other movements, but as far as building the foundation and building a stable core, you want to do static positions as I just showed you. All right. So static push-up position, static regular on your elbows, static holds laying on your stomach, lifting your legs and your arms up so that just the middle of your back is on the floor. Doing a static leopard, which is way more advanced, many different things. So when you're doing this, really just focus on just the basics of a plank, basic holds, and there are some other positions that you can get in that will help you engage that core. And then maybe I'll share a video that just teaches you how to brace your core, because a lot of people think it's sucking in. That's not bracing the core. All right. But I want you guys to give this a try. Start building that foundation of a strong core. The core is the answer to everything else of the body. And so we want to make sure we start there, have a prime foundation, and that we can build on from there. All right. Send it.